Alrighty. Welcome in, everybody. Another day with Daily Bread. Sosa and Rex, as usual, you know us here with our powered by our sponsor, pickcity.com. Make sure to be checking out their website daily to get the best deals that you can on their website. We got a great day yesterday, Sosa, and now we're rolling into this beautiful Wednesday. If anyone's going to be at the Union versus Club America game tonight, let me know. I will be there, even though it's a 9 o'clock start. The real Champions League doesn't start until 9 o'clock tonight. I'm just messing. We got Champions League action we'll be covering today, and we got the MLB slate as well. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in with us today. As usual, we are live on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Make sure to give us a sub and like on YouTube. And other than that, drop in the comments what you're rocking today. Any questions on your bets? The show is for you guys. The interaction, all that makes the show that much better. We'll probably be running a spaces today a little bit later for maybe some more football talk and baseball talk. We got football coming back tomorrow, even though it's a gross game. But Sosa, how you doing today?
Oh man, just enjoying the day, man. Enjoying the morning, slow start. Trying to just continually keep going up. Yesterday was fucking crazy. So obviously we're out here in our kits today, looking for some of that money, and then let's get to it. That's all. Let's go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it.
I was about to say nothing else you want to harp on from last night or from this morning that
Oh
you've seen,
man,
because I'm trying to get the YouTube link right out
do I
now
go
on my
hard on it?
Twitter.
I mean, seven picks from 2 games and go 7 of 8. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Hope y'all
You sure?
cashed. Had quite a guys. From what I've heard, I mean, I should probably make a fucking spreadsheet. Uh, that would make some people happy. But man, it's just another day, another dollar. It was great, man. It was a fucking awesome day yesterday. Want to keep it going. Let's keep
Why
going.
is Kyler your picture right now?
I lost a bet to a friend who's a Arizona Cardinal fan. And he's got to be my avi till Friday. It is what it is. I thought Tennessee would put up some more points. I'm also a jackass because I gave out the under as the play and I bet the under, and the game went under. One team just happened to score damn near 40 fucking points. So, Kyler's the profile picture for a few days. Shout out to him, man. He didn't even get the offensive player of the week, which was a theft. They gave it to Matt Stafford. Unbelievable. Man got robbed. I can't get down with it. So let's just get back. Let's get into today. Let's get to get to these picks, and let's make some more money. That's the goal. Let's keep it going. We don't have hot streaks or cold streaks. We win every day. So just make sure you guys tune in. That's all. Share the link out. Subscribe. I was supposed to say I didn't say that yesterday. I said it. You said it. I think you might have said it. I didn't say it. Make sure you guys subscribe into the YouTube, all that other stuff. Like, share, all that. But yeah, what we get into first, Champions League, obviously. Some games yesterday with some wild stuff happening. Man U went down to Young Boys. No one saw that coming.
We told you to stay off that -1.5, though.
We definitely did. Ronaldo got the goal. Ronaldo got the goal. Lewandowski got the goal. Lukaku got the goal. So, yeah, yesterday went really well. So, I think you're probably on the same boat as me. This is where you have to pick your spots a little more cautiously, because yesterday was such a good day.
People forget it was Shakhtar last. Yeah, the record definitely helped us get that BTTS, but we had that cap. No, we did. I'm just messing. But we forgot, like, last season Shakhtar went in and won at Madrid. So, like, these wild results is with any single sport. You're going to see the big underdogs win. The new Ajax kit did come in yesterday. It is pretty fresh, but that's where I don't want to say tread lightly on today's slate, just because with today's, I don't want to say there's not a bunch of value on the board, but there's just not spots that I like. For example, the first two matches that kick off in 20 minutes with Dortmund and Besiktas and Shakhtar versus Sheriff, no bets in either of those. We're just going to watch them, have it on in the background. I mean, Dortmund sitting at minus 195 as a road favorite with a juice over 3 at minus 145. Bet that live if anything. Dortmund can romp them, but we saw what we saw. And then with Shakhtar going into Sheriff, if you had to twist my arm and force me to make a bet on the early slate, I'd probably be rocking with Shakhtar in the money line. I can get that at plus 108 right now. Sheriff's from Moldova. Their first time in a UCL game, home fan, so you could definitely be rooting for the dog there. So I wouldn't be putting it against you, but just from honestly, I've maybe seen Sheriff play once or twice in my life. I'm not telling you to your hard-earned cash to be betting it here. There's definitely other spots that we're all more familiar with. If you're a Shakhtar nut, get in our comments. But it's really what it is from those first two. I see a lot of Holland and Dortmund to win single game parlays out in the Twitter sphere. So take that for what you will. Yeah, Shakhtar is close to a home game, but I really wouldn't call it a fun fact, but Shakhtar hasn't played at home since 2014 because of the war that's kind of going on in their area. So they've been sharing a stadium with Dynamo Kiev since then. So Shakhtar is definitely a team that thrives playing on the road and when most home games aren't the road. I wouldn't say it's trending on Twitter. I just see a bunch of that, and it's great that Sosa's taking a call right now because
bad.
You're all good.
Oh, man, if it's trending on Twitter, staying away. Well, we're still on soccer, yeah.
Well, that's where I was just saying with
for this anyway.
No, I know. I was just more bullshitting about the two matches from early. Where it got us off on the thing was the Dortmund money line and Holland. The score is kind of like your trending bet. I wouldn't say it's trending on Twitter, but I've seen a bunch of gappers put that one out there so far today.
Minus 220. I mean, the juice says it all. It's a perfect parlay piece. Watch him not do shit.
Yeah, I think if you take the money line in that, you get it to like right at like plus 115 or like minus 115-ish. But staying away from there, let's get into the big games today. Inter versus Real Madrid. So that's where I had my biggest conundrum today. If I wore the new fresh Ajax jersey, if I wore my Inter kit because they're my club, or if I wear my Union jersey, but I'll be doing that tonight. Right. So we went with the fresh new Ajax kit since they are playing today. Inter Milan sitting as plus money home favorites at the plus 136. Mm-hmm. There's definitely bias in this one. It's not an official play, and I don't have money on it, but I'd be staying away from backing Real Madrid on the road here. Conte and with Inter's method and methodology, if you tuned into my previous show, Line Breakers FC, the one biggest thing I was preaching that Inter was going to do last season, what they ended up doing is they just mailed it in. They came in fourth in the group. They even tried to qualify for Europa. They had all eyes and all set on winning the league, no focus into Champions League. Now they're in that spot where the roster's that much thinner. They don't have as great a depth as they had last season. If they try to focus on both, you can, and teams have pulled it off before. But here, I think with Inzaghi at the helm, I think they're going to be a little bit more focused and determined to make it in a far Champions League run, especially where if they don't get out of this group. I wouldn't say it's pitiful, but with Shakhtar and Sheriff getting past them, it would probably be pretty pitiful in that aspect. So that's where I can see goals being scored in this game. So if both teams to score would be a nice look live. Too much juice pregame here. But that's where Inter Milan on the money line at plus 136 would also be the bet I would be making in this one. Dortmund and both teams to score. That's an interesting angle there. Besiktas can definitely get them forward. Yeah, Kareem's coming off a hat trick. I just think with the travel spot midweek here, I just think Milan can get it because they did tie against Sampdoria. Sure, they put most of the top guys out there, but there's a little small rotation that they had in there getting ready for this home match because when you see the squads rotate, it's usually on the road. But when you have this group, you're just going to rotate when you play Shakhtar or Sheriff.
Inter is in the same group as last year. Inter money line is the play. Is that the play? It's not.
It's my club. I don't have any money locked into it. So that's kind of where on today's slate, I don't like it that much where I'm sticking with two plays only today. I just want to talk about that one since that's kind of your biggest match. We won't go super long on soccer. We'll hit on three more matches for you here. Let's go to the big one. Red Bull Leipzig versus Manchester City. We got a half unit play here because that is how much this slate is just not in love with it today.
Okay, yeah,
So
I got to play in this one too. So I'm
we're
gonna
give yours out. I'm pulling up the line on mine right now.
anytime goal scorer Divock Origi. He's starting today. He's supposed to be starting today. If he plays, Origi to score a goal plus 195. And also, I'm going to put some money on Roberto Firmino plus 165. Mohamed Salah is at minus 155. Not really liking that. Number's not where I want it to be. Mane, I don't think he scores. I think it's between Origi or Firmino. I think they both can get on the board, one or the other, if not both. That's just my personal take on it. Obviously, they're my team. I'm rolling with them far and across the way. Everyone, I said, people are higher on Leipzig than most, but I mean, you know the deal with Virgil at the crib, man. Come on now, you know the deal.
Yeah, so with City at Leipzig, the bet that I do have in this one is we're doing it. Both teams to score, running it back. This is only a half unit play. Yesterday's loss was a half unit because it was the Asian handicap minus 0.25. So it was a full unit play, but we're running the both teams to score here. The both teams to score no price is dropping like crazy as of right now. It opened around minus 115. It's moved all the way to minus 130. So we're going to fade the movement right here. And we do think Leipzig gets on the score sheet today. With that kind of attack and pressing mantra, it's definitely going to open themselves up for goals. And that's where you can see with a total at over 3 listed here. But I do think Leipzig does get one on the score sheet. I don't think we need a red card to get this one through here. I just think they have enough quality and they'll just get through. I mean, that's why it's a half unit. You can see there's a little bit of wearing confidence because trying to get past through City's tough, but I think Leipzig has what it can up top to get there with Schick.
And you don't like any goal scorers? I mixed up both the games. Obviously,
Yeah,
right. Yeah. In this game, I like. I'm going to put a couple dollars on Ferran Torres at plus 125, and Riyad Mahrez, who's always good for a goal in Champions League. So, Origi, Origi.
In the Liverpool Milan game, that's where we're going next. You kind of already hit on it. The line's, I kind of just want to say it's slightly disrespectful that minus 240, that's not too disrespectful, but the minus 1.5 Asian handicap is exactly how you pinned it. Is they don't think Milan get through. They don't think that Zlatan or Giroud can get through up top. They don't think that Rebic can get through. And it's going to be determining from that midfield action because what Liverpool's going to do and what Milan has an up-and-coming midfield, it's not at that step yet. I don't think they struggle in this group. I do think they hold their own. I don't think they get through. Ultimately, at the end, I do think they finish in the 3rd spot. But that midfield, especially with Tonali potentially back there, that's just where getting the ball, progressing it through for this line-breaking runs, to get it up to Zlatan, to get it up to Giroud, because those are players who aren't the most creative with their feet, and they can beat you one-on-one, but that's kind of past their time and past their game now. Zlatan might not even be playing up there as well, so that's where I like your angle here. I'd honestly go with the under 3 at minus 120 if you force me to, but we'll get into the last official play of the day today.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to talk – do you want to talk about the City game at all real quick? Because there's nothing I really want to say about that other than –
No. I don't really discuss too much about anything that has Red Bull in its name. I just drink the drink.
No, PSG, sorry. Anything PSG, with PSG?
I like PSG. Their team over 2.5 is pretty high. But my expectation for this team is just for them to be an offensive juggernaut. That, and they've done a great job of, making sure that, they filled the pieces that they needed. They got the goalkeeper. They went and got Sergio Ramos. They went and got the best player in the world. They kept Mbappe, didn't let him leave. I mean, this is a team that this is all they want to do. I think they come out and make a statement. 2, maybe 3-0. I think Mbappe scores. Not going to get too much value. I think it's like minus 115 for him or like plus 115. Messi to score is plus 120. I mean, I think they come out and they just handle business. I have them beating the shit out of them, to be totally honest. Bruges is not that team. And then also in this particular group, they're going to need to beat the shit out of them for goal differential at the end. I think that's going to be I think that's part of what they want to make sure. They want to make sure that they have plenty of goals in the group. So I believe that PSG puts it on them pretty handily today.
Yeah, I do as well. That angle is nice. Traveling to the road, I mean, it's kind of with PSG where I was talking about Inter. They have the depth that it doesn't matter if they really rotate. This is one that where they have to take care of business. I don't expect them, United fans, plug your ears, to pull one like that. Mbappe, anytime goal scorer, and PSG money line sitting at minus 110. You can rock with it. Not a terrible angle. I would wait to see Mbappe's in the starting lineup. You might lose some juice on it, but there's nothing worse than betting at anytime goal scorer and not seeing him in the 11. As of right now, Sosa's only given out goal scorers, and I have a half unit on the both teams to score in City versus Red Bull Leipzig.
Yeah. Origi to have a goal in for Liverpool, Mahrez or Ferran Torres, both of them to score a goal. Both are, but one's at plus 140, one's at plus 125. And right. Origi's at plus 260 right now. So
last play of the day we got rocking in here. Easy, simple. Love the under in this match. So we're not going the opposite way here with Atletico Madrid hosting Porto here. The under 2.5 is juiced at minus 140. I think that's telling you everything you need to know here. This match looks like it's going to be sailing under everything. All the signs, the cappers are saying this one sailing under. We're not rocking with the over here. We're just backing Atletico Madrid. This is the first time in Daily Bread history we are laying a -1 in a soccer game, Sosa. We've yet to do it. -1 at plus 110. I see it a push at worst. Atletico Madrid probably wins this game 2-0. So we're just going to take the -1 with Atletico Madrid at plus 110. I was going to potentially get you to jump in with a cross sport parlay. Get a baseball game tonight like the Yankees money line at -175 and the Atletico Madrid money line at -164. Wouldn't be your worst cross sport money line parlay because I'll give you probably around plus 135 to 140-ish range. But we'll just rock the -1. We try to stay away from our parlays here. But so if you really convince me enough, I'd rock a cross sporter.
Oh yeah, I got some baseball stuff that I love. I got 4 plays in baseball.
Atletico, 1 second. We got Atletico and under 4.5. Yeah, I would like that one. So that's if you take the Atletico money line under -4.5. That gives you a lot of juice. The 3.5 is a little bit sweatier. I mean, this is where I always hate saying the word parlay because you have everyone not throwing in their suggestions as a bad way goose, but the -380, I don't think that gets you to your plus money. If I'm trying to do a cross-sport parlay, I'm trying to get that above plus 125 at a minimum.
Yeah, it's not worth the sweat.
But yes, I mean, that should be the lock of locks, kind of just like United's money line should have been the lock of locks yesterday, but that's soccer for you. Still think that was match. That kind of looked like match fixing. In any other sport, that might have been considered match fixing with
that should look bad.
Passing it back right into the player's stride.
It was bad. It was bad.
All right, baseball action.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short. Running back a couple plays from yesterday. Dodgers over 8 -1.5 against the over 8 -115 against the Diamondbacks. We'll handle that on our own. Urias will probably give up a couple, but we'll definitely get that tonight. I also have a player prop in the game, and that is Mookie Betts to record 2 hits at plus 145. He's on an 8-game hit streak. 6 of the 8, he's had multiple hits. Give me Mookie Betts 2+ hits, plus 145. I expect him to continue that upward trend. And I also have the same thing. I have the over in the Padres Giants game with Musgrove and Leone on the hill, with the no runs first inning at minus 135. I have both those plays in the game. The game over at over 8.5 at minus 104, and no runs first inning minus 135. Giants Padres. Those are my first two plays of the day. What else?
Man, that series has been your series is the easiest way to put it there. I think you're 5 and 6 on the plays you've given out so far in the past 2 games on that series. So let's look to stay hot.
5 out of 6.
Yeah, 5 for 6. Yep.
I'm sick. I'm sick about the way, but it is what it is. We missed the one by a run. So we're running it right back with
that second inning screwed us last night when the bases were juiced and nothing got through.
Arrieta got out of it. Yep. It is what it is.
But my man's Arrieta, that's 4 straight starts where he's cashed his team total for us, man.
Marcus, since 5.5 is plus money, get the 5, take it at 5 so you get the push just in case they want to fuck around. Indians money line. Eddie, you're my man's, but I'm scared to bet with that team, man.
Like, Arthur L. Murphy, 100%. But at this show, we don't bet live. And it really doesn't matter. You're going to get maybe half a run to 1 run. So, but everything we give out on the show is so you can lock it in pregame here. So that's the biggest reason why we do it.
And we do that. And I do that all the time, too, with the Nerfy. I'll do a Nerfy and an over.
Yep. You've done that multiple times.
Yes, I have no problem with that. You see it all the time. The 2 middle of the pack pitchers get you 6 outs, and in the second inning, you score 5 runs. Junk and Keuchel, the over is probably a good play. I personally would not mind taking the Los Angeles Angels on the money line tonight.
Yeah, let me pull up those Keuchel stats real quick because
maybe even first 5 money line. I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Keuchel's ass,
bro. He trapped us into, or he trapped me at least into thinking to back him in his last start. He's finally going to put all the shits together, and he's a mess right now for that. They just have such a big lead that they're just going to keep trotting him out there and just hope that he can find his things. But come playoff time, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get a start. Last 3 starts, 13.96 ERA. At home, he's at least 4.7 ERA, and the team's won 10 of his 3 starts at home. So it's kind of just not from his pitching, just the bats showing up in the home yard.
He fucking stinks, dude. He fucking stinks. Truth be told, he's no good. He needs to get the fuck out of here.
Eddie likes the Mariners first 5 money line. He likes the Nerfy and the Nationals. Marlins game, will always shout out your plays. And he also likes the Indians money line. He's our main man. Always be rocking with Simba. Great follow.
Eddie is that guy. Appreciate you as always, my man. And yeah, I'm like I said, I'm keeping it light in baseball. I gave out 3. I already gave out 4 plays, correct? 3 or 4. I gave out 3 so far. I said I'm not opposed to taking the Angels on the money line at plus 176. Angels first 5 money line is a direct fade of Keuchel. Is also a good play at plus half a run, plus 124 against Keuchel. Give me that bet, plus 124. I love it. And the only other play that I have, I thought Keller was supposed to start for the Royals. I'm seeing Minor. What are you saying?
For the Royals?
No, Keller's supposed to start for Pittsburgh. Pardon me. That might be an ultimate fade spot, especially after the Reds got off to such a bad start yesterday. They did cash our team total. A lot of people hit me up and said they got it at 4.5. A couple people parlayed it too and got it at minus 4.5. So that cashed late. They got out to a terrible start.
Yeah, the only game that was really calling my attention is the Cleveland versus Minnesota over 9. But I'm just going to rock with my 2 soccer plays. Alex will definitely recap at the end. And, Yeah, Minnesota ended up winning the second half of the doubleheader after dropping the home one. That's something that we called out. Shout out Spin Doctor for those stats yesterday. So I hope some of you guys cashed on that one. We didn't count it to our wins or anything like that, but it was a spot that presented itself. Houston bounce back. What do you think about that?
Not touching. They will get none of my money. I wish I had some advice for you on that team, but they don't know what the fuck they're
Greinke
doing.
came in last night, first start back, gave up 8 runs or 7 earned.
Unserious organization right now. Evan Ingram ruled out for Monday or for Thursday. Saquon listed as questionable. It's random news in regards to the most important sport in America. 2 last plays. The Atlanta Braves team total over 4.5. Colorado forgets how to play baseball on the road. That's my analysis.
Colorado ended up pulling it through last night, and the Phillies couldn't make up a game in the standings, so that one extra hurt.
That one was a rough one. But I like, what, on the mound, solid power pitcher should be solid. I'm not going to say Washington money line as a play, but it's not a bad play, I guess. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have for baseball, man. We get football back again tomorrow. I'm gonna have lots of plays for just the football game alone tomorrow. I think there's a lot of value in it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, prior to even getting into it, I'm taking the Giants on Thursday. So y'all can I'm taking the Giants tomorrow to win. Money line, get it at plus 140. The number's gonna drop. You give me
might go up if Saquon goes out.
Yeah. Either way, I like the Giants to handle business. I honestly do. I think they're the dogs. I fuck with the Washington football team. Division game. Under's probably a good play too, but just early, I like them.
You want to hear a crazy stat?
What's
Daniel
up?
Jones is 4-0 lifetime against Washington.
Yeah.
Not so great of a record against the rest of the entire NFL. But if you just cut out his sample size like that, he's 100%.
Big facts.
Are we doing Sunday morning quarterback tomorrow night, or will we be talking the game on Daily Bread?
Yeah, we're gonna do it tomorrow for sure. We obviously don't have any correspondence for those teams, so I'm probably gonna bring Spin Doc on, get a couple of props from him. And just, get ready for Thursday Night Football. Thursday Night Football is, an American staple now. We're locked in weekly. We know when it's coming. And, I'm just, like I said, I'm ready to keep this shit going.
Oh, the fans want the show to keep going, Sosa.
Ooh. MLS, the real most important part of the show.
Well,
has returned, right?
Yeah, we can talk real Champions League tonight. Since I'll be there. My biggest, and if you're there, hit me up. I'll grab you a beer. I would honestly bet Club America to score a goal, regardless of what the price is. Use it in a money line prop. I doubt that line's potentially out. I haven't looked at DraftKings for that, but with Club America holding a 2-0 advantage on the road, they just have to get one through because the away goals rules. If they get 3. The Union have to win 4-3. They can't force overtime, so the Union will be fighting for a clean sheet tonight. So that's where Club America, you can get them at plus 200 on the money line. The pick you can get, or pick or draw no bet, you can get it at plus 105. So, yeah, I'll be there rooting for the Union. I usually don't tell you to bet against them. The one time we did against the Revs, it worked out well. I honestly think it's a decent spot tonight, but I'll be the most hyped man in America if they somehow win regulation 2-0 and there's overtime.
I hope you do. And I hope you do. Best of luck to your squad. I hope y'all are able to pull it out.
And then for the rest of the MLS action tonight, you didn't really have any crazy results last night. I'm just running through it right now. If there's any spots that I would stick out, I'll tweet out any MLS plays I have for tonight. Your angles would be the Colorado Rapids on the Asian handicap plus 0.5 at minus 130 is my favorite spot on the slate tonight. The Earthquakes to get a result. We've been backing them a little bit. I do like that spot, but your fishy or ratty line of the night is LAFC. Sure, they've been putrid, but plus 143 in the money line. You don't really see that sitting out there too much. Do more deep diving, tweet out any plays, but the Philadelphia Union and Inter Milan are my two squads.
You ain't realize that's how me and Rex are friends. He liked the Sixers, man. That's how we became friends. That's how we met each other, through the Sixers. So he as you look behind you, he's all Philadelphia everything, man. The guy's
Yeah, I don't mix my cities. Where you're born and raised, that's who you root for.
Here we go. I wasn't born in America, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, so you get
I get to choose whatever the fuck I want.
And I hope I actually wins today, rocking the new fresh kit. Just when the money line dropped from 140 to plus 110, didn't like anymore, but that's Daily Bread. We went a little bit longer for today.
Best
hit that like.
Everyone. Let's cash tonight. Let's make some money.
Hit that like. Hit that subscribe.
Please, more comments about how fly our jerseys are. At least we're not wearing sunglasses on camera.
Till tomorrow.